The Teach Like a Champion technique, right is right, is defined as setting and defending a high standard of correctness in your classroom. The premise is that it is important to only say a student's answer is correct if it is all of the way or 100% correct. For example, let's say a teacher puts this on the board and asks a student what the note is. The student says E, and then the teacher says, right, it's E flat. Even though they had the correct letter, we all know E is far different than E flat, so we don't want to reinforce the misconception that they are pretty much the same note by saying right. Instead, we want to respond with something that is going to push the student to get it fully right. Close, but it's not E, it's E what? E flat. Correct, it's E flat. Make sure if there is a flat symbol in front of the note, we include the flat in the note name. This technique is easy to implement in the music classroom when it is just a verbal question and answer. However, in regards to performing, it becomes more challenging. The challenge in teaching music performance is that nothing is ever completely right. Even if students are playing the correct notes and rhythms, they can always play with better dynamics, tone, intonation, etc. So teachers should aim to set challenging but attainable goals for a passage. For example, if an instructor is teaching a group of beginning brass students, maybe a challenging and attainable goal is to play the passage with 100% correct notes and rhythms and moderately good tone and intonation. Since the students haven't fully developed their embouchure yet, having them play with a really full tone, perfectly in tune, is unrealistic. But we still want them to be thinking about tone and intonation. Before going into a rehearsal, make sure you know what the goals are for each student and how to explain them clearly before playing. Here's an example. We are going to play through the warm-up exercise on page 4. Focus on playing with good intonation and exaggerating the dynamics. For intermediate and advanced groups, even though the teacher might not mention it, 100% correct notes and rhythms are going to be implied. For a beginning group, this would be more appropriate. Now let's try playing concert C sharp as a whole note. Make sure to hold the note for the entire 4 beats. When making corrections, you want to find a balance between not settling for less than what you expect, but at the same time, not discouraging students too much. A great way to do this is to highlight what they are doing well, but then give a specific thing for them to work on. You are doing a great job sustaining the C sharp for all 4 beats. We still need to work on not cracking the beginning of the note. Everyone spend 5 minutes tonight practicing getting a clean start on the note, and I bet we will see great improvements tomorrow. In summary, you should do the following to implement right is right in your music classroom. 1. Make sure you know the specific performance goals you have before starting rehearsal. When holding students accountable to those goals, make sure to find a balance between not settling for less than what you expect, but at the same time not discouraging them too much. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you have an interest in learning more, we have a PDF attached below with some teacher prompts to use when reinforcing right is right.